Hi, so we're back. We're in some shade and air conditioning. I thought it might be worthwhile showing you a little bit about what PredictWind helps us to sort of understand in terms of what we were talking about a minute ago, about who's where and what's going on with the weather. So Jakey, if you wanted to sort of pan down a little bit onto the screen here, allowing for a bit of reflection. So what you're seeing here is the Eden down here, so this is all the New South Wales coast into Victoria, and of course Tasman, which you can see in blue. So just a reminder that the purple is very little wind, blue is virtually no wind, blue is very light winds, and then it goes green, yellow, red, and as you can see, big streams of air coming in from the easterlies, and that's in fact what the Law Connect and Andu Comanche have probably been enjoying for the last few hours. About 2 or 3 hours ago, they suddenly jumped up in speed. Perfect direction for them. They'll be right up, heeled fully, doing well over 20 knots. The challenge for them all, of course, along the way is going to be, oh, here we go. The challenge for them all is going to be what happens next. So we're just going to roll this forward. So this is about now, it's just about half an hour ago. And as you can see, the mainland got very little on it. The low is still hanging around here, but as you'll see, and there's the line of the low, but as you'll see as we roll it forward, that low starts to really come off the mainland, and this big easterly stream starts shifting away, and for the guys who are coming down here, the trick is going to be, can they get across the jump and down onto off Cape Rail, Tasman Island, to get back in. Because what they want to be able to do probably in the next 12 hours, I guess, is to basically lock the gate. Because at this point, early tomorrow morning, what you'll see is this southerly stream both coming across Bass Strait and then coming up around the east coast of Tasmania, and it just gets stronger. So if you sort of click on here, anybody who's coming through Bass Strait at, say, 7:56, 7:50 tomorrow, they're heading 29 knots. It's not fully on the nose, but it'll be hard yards, and of course as soon as they're across the strait, they're into this stuff, and it doesn't get a whole lot easier either for quite a while. So if we roll that forward, it's still just big stream of stuff coming from the west, probably pretty cold too. You can see now we're sort of getting almost what looks like a shadow. It's basically the loop effect of the remaining bit of the low, I think, and all of this is Southern Ocean stuff coming through here. So yeah, plenty of breeze, and it arcs back up again then when we get into Saturday for those guys that are sort of getting into the back end of the fleet here. So hard yards for those, and particularly difficult if we wind it back to about say, let's see, where are we now? Tomorrow morning for the TPs and so on to get as far south as they can down here in order to be able to not have it on the nose, and I suspect that's going to be very hard yards, and if Law Connect and Andu Comanche can get in, then it could well be the double of line honours and IRC overall. Remains to be seen. We'll just keep you posted up, but it's a useful way, and thank you PredictWind for rank amateurs like me. This is a great way of just being get some sense of who's experiencing what. There are various models. That's the European mid-range forecast, and PredictWind have various hybrids which they run of their own. These things are getting really pretty sophisticated these days, so very helpful for anybody like ourselves, and indeed the guys who are sailing use PredictWind and other apps like that for wind forecasting and so forth.